I can pour out my emotions on those strings. And whether it sounds good to anybody else or not doesn't really matter. It matters that it makes me feel better. My name is Michelle Murray, and I've been playing the violin for 2 years. I am originally from Detroit, Michigan, but Olympia, Washington is my home. When I was 10 years old, they brought the violins into our school, well, instruments into our school, and it was the first time I knowingly heard the violin, and it just resonated in my heart. And I took the instrument home to my mom, and I was like, I want to play the violin. And then she looked at the cost for it, and she says, no, you're not. And so my love for the violin just never left me. And even though I was 48 and I have no musical background, I didn't let that stop me. And I just picked up the violin and decided to learn how to play it. So I have PTSD. And there's times when I have difficulty sleeping, when I feel very angry or very sad. And the violin is something I can pick up 3 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, whenever. And it just puts me in this calm, happy place. I'm not your typical practicer. I have chronic fatigue, so I have limited energy. So I have learned a way to maximize the limited time I have in practicing. And that's what I make sure I do my 15 minutes a day at an absolute minimum. And throughout the day, I keep my violin out. So like if there's a commercial, I'll pick it up and I'll play during the commercial, or I'll work on a technique issue during that commercial. And so so even if you don't have like that hour to spend practicing, that's okay. If you really are mindful about how you practice and really hone in and are very specific, you can actually maximize. You'd be amazed at what you can do in 15 minutes. I struggle with rhythm. I have no natural sense of rhythm. And, it's very hard okay, that's supposed to be a quarter note. This is a full note, a half note. It's very frustrating for me, and I still struggle with that. But I just get past that by understanding that that's just part of the process of learning. And as adults, we don't want to mess up. We're not supposed to make mistakes anymore, and we're supposed to just know things. And we don't. And practicing is what gets us to that place. And so that's when I'm feeling like, I just can't do this anymore. That's what I remind myself of, is this, you know what? This will pass. I just got to push through it, and I'll get to the other side. One of the things that I was having trouble with when I first started taking private lessons was getting that instruction outside of the lesson. And I was looking for some apps that might help me with that. And Trala was listed as one that would do that. And so I checked out the app, and I love the string detection, because that's something you don't need your teacher there with you, but it gives you a lot of information. Lessons are an excellent way to build your confidence in learning and to make practice more enjoyable, in my opinion, because you get the feedback from your teacher, and so you know specifically what to work on, and you're working with somebody to accomplish those things. And I found that the teachers at Trala are as invested in what I'm working on as I am. This particular piece I'm working on right now, Rachel's just as excited as I am to play it and to show it, to teach it to me. And the teachers just have that level of enthusiasm, and you just know they love teaching. Violin is one of the harder instruments to learn, so the fact that you're even doing it, applaud yourself and just keep going, and use the tools that Trala provides, because they really do help improve your ability to play, especially if you don't have the benefit of private lessons.